Hey, you tell me I used to be there. 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 Hey, you sound like it's different. It's different. It's different. Hey, you tell me I used to be there. I used to be there. I used to be there. I used to be there.
It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different.
Ik say this second thirsty. Say nee, I'm gedraaid. Say good say gaan kurten. Say nee, I'm gedraaid. This second thirsty. Say nee, I'm gedraaid. Say good say gaan kurten. Say nee, I'm gedraaid.
Ni chinchile mo di mun chinchile no going back ne kung falang pindile ni chinchile beleng chinchile pega man pega talu bonen kesile ni fusiwo jesung fusilang siphon and tambo mo di mun chusile. This is why I say minute every day. My God help me mo di mun chusile.
Modi 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 modi. Hey, you tell me I used to be there. 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 Hey, you sound like it's different. It's different. It's different. It's different.
Dona ya mi have been there. Struggles are complex, I have my own shit. Nyakujela mina bengi lapo. Plomena machita mina bengu rambo. Mangi wani bengi funi tambo. Gotta wait. By myself I couldn't carry all the weight. I found God and he made a way. He gave me life and took the pain away.
Tell me I used to be there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are on air. YPG Unlocked. Because in the YPG, we got too much sauce.
What is good, YPG fam? And back we are with one more YPG Unlocked. And you already know that this is where the vibes are at now every Thursday at 7 p.m. So my name is Tina, and today we have a very interesting lineup for you. First in our lineup is an item brought to you by the YPG Sports Project. Over the past few weeks, the Sports Project has been on the roll, hosting games, soccer tournaments, and encouraging youth to keep healthy and fit. So now we're going to see just a glimpse of what the Sports Project has been up to, and right after that, we are going to be back.
Good day, this is the YPG. We are here in Greenpoint Park having our wellness day. So the purpose of us having our wellness day is for us to exercise and to be healthy and to be strong as a YPG. So this is what we are doing.
Good day YPG, it's Mbali and we're here in the Greenpoint Park having our Wellness Day event. And we have here our personal fitness instructor. Can you please tell us your name?
My name is Yangmena Enes Kondile. I'm currently from Samora Machel.
So I'd like to ask, when did you start doing fitness? When did you start training people?
Okay, I started doing fitness, it was 2018 April. In 18 April, the day was 18. So I started in a small community hall, then I started improving until today.
This, right?
Yes.
What are the benefits of us as youth staying healthy and keeping ourselves fit?
When you start training at this age, there are more benefits of you become more healthier and living to become older and older because you are healthy, you are eating healthy. You will not face many diseases like diabetes and more and more.
And here I have the prachtig lady here with me. Please introduce yourself. What is your name?
Hi, my name is L'Oreal. I'm from YPG in Elsie's River.
So please share with us, how was your experience of today's Wellness Day?
It wasn't something that I expected actually today. So for the very first time, I'm here with the YPG on the Wellness Day, and basically it was something very amazing. So we first had a mini warm up, and then I came to getting introduced to the instructor to start a proper fitness day. It was so intense and tough, but I really think we got some work done and sweat out. So we had an amazing experience to keep fit, and I'm coming all the way from Elsie's. In al wat ek vir julle kan bemoedig vandag is om fit te bly, om vir ons te kon join. Ek hoop die video sal vir julle laat maak om te kom join om fit te hou. Ek weet julle voel nou, daar's niemand vir julle wil help om vir julle laat motivated te laat voel om te kom, om te oefen nie. Maar vandag was die beste geweest. Ons het onsself gepush sodat ons kan aanhou met die oefeninge nie, maar ook in ons lewens om te seker te maak dat ons reach die beste punt van ons lewe. En ek sê net baie dankie. Thank you.
YPG Wellness Day, Cape
What word would you give for a youth that is contemplating being fit and being healthy? What word would you give to them to actually get them to be healthy?
Okay, I'll give them one is to keep on pushing. Keep on pushing, don't stop. I know there will be challenges along the way. I know that there will be obstacles on the way. Just keep on pushing. If you know what you want, if you are sure about what you want, just keep on pushing, keep on striving. And there will be compliment, there will be these people who talk bad about you, people who discourage you. Just keep on pushing, focus on your goal because you know what you want. When you know what you want, nothing can stand in your way.
YPG, that is it from us, and you've heard that being healthy is beneficial for you, not only for you to look and show off, but to keep healthy will give you good more years. That is it from us. We will see you next time.
What's up, YPG? It's your girl Sporanke, and we are in Mill Park for our YPG sports tournament. We have been here for a few minutes and there's already a lot of activities, just as this one behind me, the netball. And make sure that you stay tuned because we are going to have more interviews shortly, so make sure you don't miss it. Let's go, Planet!
I'm here with Masiko. How are you, Masiko?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great.
Hi, how are you and what's your name?
Hi, I'm good. I'm Swangile.
Okay, Swangile, so how are you enjoying the tournament so far?
So far, so good.
Okay. Alright, so are you enjoying netball? Is it a nice sport?
Yeah, I criticized it a lot, and now I've actually been a netball player. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It really is.
The netball match has been like great so far because like it's been a fan match, so yeah.
And as you can see, there are people who are wearing yellow, they're wearing red, and you're specifically in blue. Are you representing something?
Yeah, I'm representing the nation of Invincible.
Are you proud to represent that nation?
Because I am a Panther. I'm a Panther. Flawless. I'm representing Flawless.
Okay, we see. Let's go, Planet! Okay, so what can netball teach you about teamwork and all?
Yeah, netball requires a whole lot of discipline, teamwork, and you need to be able to hear each other, right? So, like for kids, it can teach young kids discipline. You know, start small, discipline, which is a very important thing one needs to have in life. So I would recommend it to a lot of people. Just not for the discipline, and then the rest, the teamwork, the listening, the encouragement that you get from your team members. You get to learn. You learn a lot.
Well, teamwork. Yeah, I expect it to help you with teamwork, focus. Yeah, mostly I'm great with the outcome that I've gotten. Yeah.
Hi YPG, as you can see I am behind the sports ground and I have an interview with me and his name is Eric. So Eric, can I ask what nation are you playing for today?
Unbeatables. The Unbeatables, yes.
Okay. And so far, has it been going according to the plan?
Yes, it is. It has been a lot of fun. Came to enjoy myself and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. And what can you take away from this today?
What I can say that I came here thinking rather new role, but gents can really play football, eh? Yeah, so really what I can take for today is discipline, yeah, commitment, you know. With those things you can go far in football, so yeah, yes.
Thank you.
Are there more questions to be asked?
So you guys have seen that in the YPG, the vibes are always high, and this tournament was one of them.
And don't forget to flood the comment section with your favorite sport, whether it's volleyball, netball, dodgeball, or even soccer. And always remember that in the YPG, we got too much sauce.
As we have seen and may know it, sports requires a lot of discipline. But talking about discipline, on a scale of 1 to 5, how organized are you? But not to worry, because the YPG Secretary Project has got your back. They took some time to prepare some tips that will prepare you and help you, show you how to become a more organized person. And definitely, after listening to them, you are going to be prepared to be more organized. So let's have them. Over to you, Irene.
Hi YPG family, today I'm here to share with you guys a very important skill that is very easy to develop but crucial for our own personal growth. And that skill is learning how to be more organized or an organized person. So step number 1 is, first thing is first, you have to stop using the term I'm because it's not real. And when you say you're extremely busy, you're making yourself believe that indeed you're extremely busy. So how do you take that word out of our vocabulary? You have to prioritize. So prioritizing would mean that you walk through your day. So you'd write down a list of things that you need to get done on that day or on that week, and you list your task or your duties according to importancy or level of urgency. So for example, you might have 10 items on your list or 5 items on your list. You might find that item number 8 and 3 is not that urgent. It's important, but it can be submitted tomorrow or next week. So there you already have taken off 2 tasks that you can do later on in the day, perhaps later on at night. And you can start off with the tasks that are really urgent and have to be submitted immediately. When you do this, you'll find that you have already taken off a burden of what you need to do, and you're not that busy. You still have time to eat, to breathe, to do other things within your day. So the reality is that there is no such thing as extremely busy.
Joe Borg, aka Johannesburg. You ever been there before? Oh, no way. You've never been to South Africa before? So me, you know what I'm saying? You get out of here right now.
Step number 2, learn to do what you must and not what you want. So that's a tricky one, because naturally you will want to do what you like. So you'd wake up in the morning perhaps and do the very first task that's exciting, Maybe you're a creator, you'll go out and you'll record something because it's exciting when you should be doing your admin first. So you need to teach yourself to do what you must instead of what you want, because later on, because you were doing what you want, what was really urgent now becomes extremely urgent, and you'll find yourself not having enough time to execute it, as well maybe perhaps not even being happy with the results that you get at the end of the day because you were so rushed and it was actually urgent compared to what you did in the morning that was a want instead. Step number 3. It is to be realistic with your time.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
So for example, generally we have a tendency perhaps to overcommit. So not realizing that for that morning you already have certain tasks that will take up a bit of your time. So instead of committing to maybe a lunch or to a meeting at 3, or saying to someone, I'll be there in an hour when you actually won't be realistic with your time. Do you have time for if somebody else is giving you a new task? If you do, can you do it right then, or should you rather say, can I please do it tomorrow? So being realistic with your time is very important because it will give you also enough time to breathe, to walk through it, and actually submit a proper assignment or document. Step number 4, take care of your health. So, burnout is real. If you are not eating or drinking throughout the day, you will burn out or you'll feel exhausted. So, it is important for you to take care of your health. It is sometimes time consuming and we tend to just grab what you can on the road, which most cases is unhealthy. But when you actually plan your week, what you're going to eat that week, what you're going to eat that day, you'll find that you're actually giving your body enough nutrients to give you the energy you'll need for that day. You can even set for yourself a daily water target or a daily, you're going to have an apple a day. But plan what you're going to eat on that day. You'll actually find that you will eat better than if you just go out the house and you didn't plan what you're going to have for lunch or dinner when you come back. And step number 5, wake up early. Wake up early.
Wake up early.
Hey, it's not next show. It's not next show.
I know we all want that extra hour, but you'll find that many cases we're like, I wish I had an hour in my day, or I wish I had an extra 2 hours. Reality is we all do. We just slept in that extra hour, that extra 2 hours. So if you wake up early, if you're waking up at 5 and you wake up at 4, you already give yourself a head start. Head start of what? So a head start of the problems of the day. We can put it that way. But if you wake up an hour earlier than you usually do, you can, if you're working, that hour can be dedicated to you going through emails, check what's important, so that when you actually do arrive at work, you have a head start. You're mentally ready to tackle what is at hand. If you're in school, you will not leave your maths book behind. You'll actually pack it. And you won't leave your lunchbox behind or just grab 2 slices with no butter because you did not have time to make a proper lunchbox.
Anywhere there, not go away there.
So waking up early actually adds so much value, and in most cases we take it for granted. So that is step number 5. And the last step, which is I think the most important step, guys, it's to breathe. It's really not that terrible. It's really not that hectic. You'll find that if you breathe, you'll be much calmer, much patient, and you'll actually be able to take on your day with a much clearer head. I really hope these steps help you guys to be more organized, and let's do tomorrow better than what we did today. On that note, you might already be somebody that's extremely organized, or you're not organized but you're interested in doing admin, in data analysis, or at any typing work or any secretarial work. We actually have a project in the YPG called Secretaries. That is where we help organize the work of the YPG. So for example, your nations will be reporting to the secretary in your branch. So she'll be doing the report, and besides just technical work, the secretary also helps to see what is really happening. So the broader picture of your branch, of your nation. You know, where's our strongest point? Where's our weakest point? So the secretary will help analyze this data, will help give ideas from this data, because that is what data capturing is all about. Taking information to give back feedback, to say that let's work on this. I see on a Sunday, a lot of people are coming late, or a lot of people are coming early and they have nothing to do in that hour. Can we keep them busy? So the secretary is the eyes of everything within the YPG, and also the strength in other projects. So you might not be somebody that's into sports, you might not really be into media, but you love helping organizing things, you love putting things into place, putting things into order. So I would really recommend the secretary projects for you. It is fun, and it will help others also see the work of the YPG to be more organized. So I really hope you guys join, and until next time, back to Tina.
A very big thank you to the YPG Secretaries Project, and now we're definitely ready to start becoming more organized. So it's a wrap, and now we're going to be handing over to PJ for a recap of this past weekend's Hangout theme, which is all about limits. Over to you, PJ.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. And what's good, YPG fam? It's good to be here with you guys on one more YPG Unlocked.
Welcome, YPG family, to one more YPG Unlocked.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And it was awesome, the segment of the organization. I loved the memes, and I'm sure that you guys were not laughing just because the memes were funny, but I'm sure they were laughing because of the relevance.
True. Mm-hmm. Everything she said, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Especially the part of waking up early. I hope that you guys will apply those steps in your life. And I'm gonna ask maybe next week or the following week for Irene to come back, and I want to hear your experiences after applying that. Maybe next week you guys could share it, and the following week she could come back and we could take on from that. I'd like to hear your experiences. I hope you guys jotted down notes and that you guys will apply. Maybe we can even extract this segment and post it on all of our platforms so that everybody has...
That will be good for everyone to remember.
Exactly. I mean, a new year is about to begin. It is the first day of a new month. It is the 1st of December, Ki December boss. But our Ki December boss has limits. And how ironic that we're talking about limits and that we're actually promoting limits, how we promoted limits in the last YPG Hangout. And why is that? Because although we always tell you never to limit yourself or allow any boundaries to impede you from conquering your dreams, from conquering whatever you want to conquer in life, we also want you to understand that limitations and limits may be very important in certain decisions in your lives. There are two major factors which we are going to mention here today. Tali will mention the first and I will mention the other. There are many other areas which we will simultaneously mention them here and randomly bring them up. However, these two, we're going to focus a little bit more on them.
And the first one is about friendship. Why do you need limits? Why do we all need to set some limits in our friendships? Because maybe you have that friend and the influence of that friend, if you don't set a limit, that influence is going to take you to reap consequences that you are not ready, or that you don't want to deal with those consequences of bad choices because of the influence of that friend.
And sometimes they'll influence you to make a certain or take a certain step or decision in your life And when you reap the consequences, you reap it solo.
Exactly, they are no longer there. And also with the kind of friendship, because you can't be friends with someone who is detrimental for your life in any aspect. Maybe that friendship is always pushing you away from your family, or that friendship is always pushing you away for you not to study, for you. There is always that one in the classroom, he's always making jokes, he's always playing around, and it's maybe having that friendship, if you don't set a limit, you end up having problems because of that.
There are certain friendships which are like an anchor. On the ship, it has the anchor, and the anchor is what stops that ship from moving. Once they throw the anchor in the ocean, it goes deep down, but if it has to stop, that anchor will be the one thing that will hold that ship from moving. And maybe you should be moving in one direction, but because you have set no limits or any limitations as to the influence or the kinds of friends you have, those friends have been an anchor in your life.
Exactly, and we have another example.
Yes, the other example has to do, I'm gonna bring it similar to timing, something which Irene was mentioning, but setting limits in terms of your professional life, whether it is your studies or whether you are working, whereby you allow that to be the source, the foundation, the headquarters, the central part of your life. Your life revolves around your professional life. And
there is no balance. It's always about the career. It's always, everything is about studying and studying.
And I mean, it is something which a lot of the media, especially on social media, people promote. I repeat, I'm not here despising that or saying that you shouldn't take care of that, but you need to set your priorities and not allow that to lose its limits. A person who loses contact with their families, with their loved ones. The world is moving, but they're so focused on school. How many are depressed today? How many have even become suicidal because they have focused all their strength in their books? They want to graduate. That's awesome. Go for it. We are going to show next week a couple of videos and pictures of those in the YPG universities who graduated, and it's awesome. And that's what we want. We want you guys to graduate, to do well. We want you to succeed without a doubt. But that cannot be the focal point of your life, where that has no limits. Your time, your whole life revolves around that.
Your health, you don't eat properly, you don't sleep properly, and then your health as well is affected.
That's what's up. So these are the first main two examples of which you need to learn to set limits. But there are others, simple things like eating. Oh gosh. First Irene came with the thing about the oversleeping, and I'm bringing the one of food. Oh no, what am I doing here?
The two things the YPG love the most, sleeping and eating.
But I mean, you've got to set limits on that, because if you eat too much of something, even if it's healthy, it will have a negative. Did you know that if you drink, I think it's 20 liters at once of water, you kill yourself? Your body shuts down. I'm gonna get it right. I'll ask the team to put it after here, the research at the bottom of the screen when they get it. But it is proven that a person can die if they drink. But we need water.
Exactly, it's good. Everyone is promoting drinking water,
Precisely, water. But there are limits to it. There are limits to it. Being happy is important, but you need to limit your actions when you're happy, because sometimes, because it's still an emotion, you take decisions based on that and you don't set limits, you're gonna put yourself in trouble. What else?
We can put limits as well, even in the organization, because sometimes we just learned from Irene, but if you overdo it, then you become that boring person, that annoying person who always have everything perfectly, and of course.
And the worst thing about a perfectionist is when the perfectionist expects everybody to be a perfectionist like he is.
That's the problem. That's someone who doesn't have limits.
No limits, precisely. Live a little. hold up, live a little with limits. I gotta make sure that that disclaimer is there. There needs to be limits. Interesting, I'm gonna wrap it up with even this, even in our spiritual life, it is biblical. Please put it underneath there, the verse where King Solomon speaks about it, that you should not be overly righteous. It's a limit. Of course, that is the most important thing in our lives, but there are people who have become fanatics and they do not remember the other areas of their lives. Everything is stuck because they're focusing only on this as if there is nothing else. And they scatter their family away from them. They scatter any other opportunity from them because they think that, you know, I'm righteous and everybody needs to be just like me, and they're overly righteous, aka fanatics. Be careful with it. As you see the verse at the bottom of your screen, be careful with it. Think, ask yourself, is this controlling me, or do I have the power to control it? That will tell you whether there are limits or not in your life.
Exactly, and that's important everywhere, as we mentioned.
I almost forgot, sorry to cut you, spending. How could I forget spending? There are people who just splurge. They just splurge and splurge and splurge. Sometimes based on the influence going back to the friends, because they want to appear to their friends. They have no limits with that, or no limits with shopping. If they give you a card and a mall, you spend the whole day there, finish the card, and still complain that you didn't buy everything.
They might even say, but they don't have all that money. But even not having, how many end up in debt because they don't have a limit when they are buying.
That's what's up. So guys, if you need help, do know that we're here. Get in touch with us, DM us. Just before we wrap up, we have another interesting, a very beautiful story. The production was done very quickly from our YPG fam from Ebony Park. A huge shout out to you guys. I loved the life stories which you guys sent. And we're going to share with you the story of Lwazi, who had no self-esteem and she never believed in herself, which means she was setting limits to herself, in this case, which were impeding her from progressing due to past experiences and an abuse. But today, when you look at her, you're going to see she's bubbly. Once again, I repeat, you're not going to see those special, the recordings, the lights as we are here. They did it something simple, but I don't want you to worry about how it looks. I want you to just listen to what happened in the life of Lwazi, and for you to hopefully take a lesson for yourself and apply it in your life. Not forgetting, we're going to have the Godlywood Self-Help this coming Saturday. Let's watch the promo just before we wrap up. Let's watch the promo because I've got one more thing to share with you guys. We're going to be right back. Don't move.
Are you looking for direction on how to be a better woman? This call is for you.
How do you see yourself? The result of your life is related to how you see yourself and see the world.
Godlywood Self-Help, a meeting exclusive to women. A special moment separated for you to hear the voice of God. This Saturday, 3 December at 11 a.m. Broadcast from Park Station to all provincial and regional branches. Visit our website uckg.org.za/our locations to find a universal close to you.
So the last self-help meeting of 2022, and you can't come alone. Bring someone with you, and I'm sure that you're going to leave on Saturday very blessed, as we had in the previous meeting.
Definitely. The last one of the year. Let's wrap it up with a bang, and I doubt the self-help will disappoint. Bring your sister, bring your niece, bring your cousin, bring your daughter, bring your mother, bring someone special. Give them this end of year present. I'm sure that they will appreciate it. And not forgetting that also on Saturday, 7 p.m., we're going to have the Bible clock and we're going to be talking about the moonwalk. Can you do the moonwalk?
I can't.
But I'm sure you guys, that was not planned, by the way, we just, but either way, you guys are going to find it also very intriguing as the previous subjects. And next week here, we're going to have a lesson from Angie and her dancers from her dance school or saloon, I think. What do you call it? A saloon, I think, if I'm not mistaken, where they are tap dancers. Very interesting and different kind of dance. Obviously, they've got a special kind of shoe, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. You guys are going to have to tune in next week, Thursday, here in the YPG Unlocked. 7 p.m. on Thursday. It's a date. Make sure that you don't miss out. And that's it from us. Not forgetting that here in the YPG, no, we're not going to say we got too much sauce. Because in 2023, the YPG will be moving to another level. We're going to talk more about this, so you guys are going to have to tune in. I'll talk a little bit about it in the Bible clock, but next week, Thursday, we're going to be talking about it. So for now, I'm not going to say that in the YPG, we got too much sauce. We're going to say in the YPG, we going to another level. We out of here.
Hi YPG fam, my name is Laz from Ebony Park. While attending the YPG, I had low self-esteem. I did not believe in myself. I did not see myself worth it to attend the YPG because of the situation that I had to go through when I was young and the abuse that I went through. So I did not value myself. I did not see myself as that youth who can be among the YPG. And during the YPG, I did not value myself, but I saw other people valuable more than me. And the YPG hangouts that caught my attention was the one of Land or Crash. At that moment, I realized that my life depends on the decision that I take. The results will come upon the decision that I take of my life. And since that time, I had to make a decision with my life. And that's when the things started to change in my life. And today, I am no longer having low self-esteem. I'm happy, I'm at peace, and I believe in myself, I value myself, and I have confidence in myself. The message I could give to you who are in the YPG is that do not despise any message that is given. Let's put into practice whatever we are taught in the YPG.
So don't forget to tag a friend to watch along with you next week, and we're going to be back here, same place, same time. So as we always say it, in the YPG, we've got too much. Oh wait, I forgot. That's not in the script. So what I'm supposed to say is, in the YPG, we are taking it to another level.
Hi, my name is Tapang from YPG Soweto, and my favorite project is Arts and Culture.
Hi, my name is Esther. I'm from YPG Soweto, and my favorite project is media.
Hi, my name is Lebu, and I'm from YPG Soweto. My favorite project is Art and Culture.
Hi, my name is Vishile Nkosi.
My name is Sifrile Tandato.
We are YPG of Soweto, and my favorite project is Art and Culture.
My favorite project is sport.